So here is a couple of fun mediums to try with our monochromatic art lessons. This one is Yorkshire Gold tea, and this one is coffee that's been sitting in the coffee press that my son left this morning, and it's now evening time. So it's probably very strong. I'm not going to drink it. I dislike coffee greatly. But I played with it and it really didn't give me quite the dark color that I thought it would because it had been in the coffee press all day. But we're still going to play around with it. I'm taking a roll of painter's tape and I am going to just create a circle, and I think I'm just going to play around with making a wreath. So you don't have to make a wreath, but that's just something simple for me. I'm going to start with, since with watercolors you start light and you build up the dark. Let me take this tea bag out. It's getting muddy looking. Oh, you would definitely not want to drink Yorkshire Gold if it's been steeping as long as this has been steeping. It's like mud. But because you start with lights and you go light to dark with watercolors, that's what we're going to do with our coffee and tea. So I'm starting with the tea because I'm assuming that it's going to be lighter. And I'm using watercolor paper again. These are simple little wreaths. In fact, these leaves on the wreath looks like upside down hearts. I'm keeping them going in the same direction, just doing one on each side of my line. Let me move my mug of water over. And let's put this coffee way back here because, ooh, if it fell over and left its stench in my studio, I would not be happy. I feel like I am sacrificing even now just having to smell it. Everybody in my house is a coffee drinker except for me. Well, my dog doesn't drink coffee and the cats don't drink coffee. So this is obviously not paint, so it doesn't blend in like a paint pigment would. It will dry, but it'll take a little bit longer. You can see just from the reflection of my light overhead, every one of them is still wet, even though I am using an absorbent watercolor paper. All right, so there's our first layer, and let's just, I think I will get another paintbrush. That one was a number 8, and this one is a number 6, just to give it some distinction. See if we can tell a difference in the colors. You would think that the coffee would be a lot darker, and it's looking about the same, isn't it? You know what, let's make this one a little more pointy. It's looking like a Greek laurel. Experiment with, since This one actually has been sitting all day. Experiment with making art from a freshly brewed pot of coffee. You don't need a lot. I have way more in my cup here than I need. All right, so, whoops, it ran. So remember that it's going to be a little bit more watery than watercolors. But you can just clean it right up. And let's go back to the tea. You can come in here and add some berries. Little drops of tea. That one dropped in the wrong place. Looks like I'm getting a lot more color out of the Yorkshire Gold than the whatever brand of coffee this is. I'm just plopping them anywhere I want to. You can put 2, you can put 1, you can put 3. Go crazy. Go crazy with your tea painting and your berries. You have my permission, except those are bothering me too. All right, cannot wait to see what you come up with your coffee and tea paintings.